no numbers, there's no pictures, there's no videos, there's no gameplay. I don't like it.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Today, Freemers, we are back with another Palia lore reading. This time around, I believe we're going over the Aeroflow facility, which I'm actually pretty excited to go over because this is covering Anima's story. Now, Anima is apparent, I guess, together with Hephaestus, kind of friends with Galen. Not really. It's odd. And then I don't know if Titus has his own set of lore entries. I think no, because this lore all comes from Temple of the Roots, so I'm assuming his thing is going to be separate. But regardless, we're going to jump right into this. No time to waste, man. Let's go. So, look to the capitals. This is a very interesting lore reading because this is it's not anything specific. Like, we don't have to focus anything. Like, this doesn't have story importance. We have to read the capitals. So, Hephaestus, I am going to the research facility. Given the sporadic flow gate lockdowns and chaotic state of the countryside, I fear that we may not speak again for the time being. Do you have come to my office and need anything on my machine? Look to the capital. This letter will guide your way there. Take care, dear. We'll be reunited soon. So I believe the capitals aren't super important. But it says look to the capitals, and it's basically like a password, I guess, to get into something, I think, in Temple of Roots. But it goes, look to the capitals. A-C-E-R, which just is Acer. So I don't know if you have to rearrange that, but it's just Acer. It's not really clear what that is. I thought it was going to spell arrow, but yeah, no, Acer. So it's like a code or something to get into a place. It's not super important. So this whole thing's not really important, but this comes from Anima. So on to the next one. Save the Phoenix. Save the Phoenix, a preposterous slogan. Who will save us? Who will save the Silverwings? This menace that faces our society is unmatched in skill and speed. As our soldiers follow it, it only becomes stronger. Do we think cutting off power now, of all times, will make a positive impact on our war efforts? I requested we pivot the research at the facility into finding a solution, and yet I was denied by the Minister of Flow. We are now relegated to, at most, experimenting with Aeroflow. Flow may be the only thing that can save us, and I am not allowed to pursue it. So, yeah, I guess Anima, it's interesting. Anima wasn't part of the research team that was stuck in the Temple of Gales, which is by far the best temple in the game. But Anima wasn't part of that team, and I don't think Anima even knows that they were cut off from the outside world. Because all Anima assumes is that flow power is cut off. Not that they were locked out of that of the facility and they were stuck there. But it also says, like, right here, I think, where was it? This menace that faces our society is unmatched in skill and speed. As our soldiers fall to it, it only becomes stronger. So I think the humans made some creature, a phoenix, and it's now at war with them. I don't know. It's not really clear, but Anima actually made a good point. Who will save the Silverwings? Little does she know that the Silverwings almost went extinct, which is crazy. But yeah, she's basically like complaining here. She's like, I don't know what to do. Like, all she knows is flow, and she can't even use it. So it's an interesting little situation going on here, and there needs to be some more context on the story, and I think we're going to see more of that down the line. God, I hope. Hope the lore gets expanded on, because right now we're kind of like a little in the dark, even though this is giving us some context. So, let's keep going. Social studies. I had lunch with Galen today. Things were awkward. I am not the most adequate social expert already, And our shared connection with Hephaestus has made things a bit more uncomfortable than usual. Galen is beyond stressed with the goings-on with the Pyroflow generator and their communications. I suggested Galen spend some time in the countryside and away from the front. He may have taken it personally, very personally. He probably thinks I am trying to get rid of him. I give Hephaestus trouble about how finicky he is with his wording choices, which that was mentioned. But I am likely going to spend the rest of the day thinking about how that conversation could have gone better. So, what's interesting is, I mean, I'm pretty sure Galen actually did take that advice and did go to the countryside, but it's not really clear. And I want to know if any of these characters are going to be important going forward, like if they survived all of this nonsense, but we don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. They were kind of like discussing things and it went very awry. So, but let's get into Anima's lore. Welcome, Anima. From Galen. Body text. Sorry for my behavior at lunch today. Guess I took your suggestion pretty personally. I know you meant well. With everything going on, it's nice to have someone with my best interests in mind, even if it is my ex's new partner. So, hold on. Even if it is my ex's new partner, I'm trying to figure that out. I've decided to visit my brother soon. Can you cover me for me at the university? So Galen did actually go. I wonder if Galen lived. That'd be interesting to know if Galen actually survived and he's going to be a character going forward. That'd be cool. My ex's new partner. So were Galen and Hephaestus like together or something, or were Galen and Anima together? It's not clear. I can't really tell. It's hard to read, but so he did actually take that advice and went to the countryside. So that's cool. So Galen actually took that opportunity because he's stressed. From Hephaestus. Bye text. Your reassurance has kept me strong in a time where I find very little to look forward to. Would you like to get dinner tonight before you go to the research facility? I can come to your office. Vetus could certainly use the walk. So Hephaestus and Anima are actually together, is what it seems like. Which is interesting. So this is kind of like their last moments almost, it seems like, but I'm not too sure. And then from Titus. This is all like very like the lore here's not too crazy, but Bye text. Heyo, keep me updated on your airflow experiments. I think a Galder running on airflow instead of Terraflow might be able to fly. How useful would that be? Serious question. I haven't thought of a use case yet. So they were making Galders of like Pyroflow, Hydroflow, Terraflow, but they never tried Aeroflow. And they thought he might be able to fly. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Having Einar fly. That'd be neat. Okay, so yeah, it's very like little lore. There's nothing crazy, no revelations here, but then we get something from Admin 1, which I think might be something. Let's read ahead. There's gonna be 2 buys of text here as well. Buy text 1 of 2. I know the potential for your research to help the war effort, but you have done so much amazing work in the pursuit of knowledge. The Cosmos Protocol is designed for what comes after all of this. It is designed so that your research will be preserved in the hopes of a better future. There will buy text 2 of 2. There will come a time when our paths separate and the flow gates cease to operate. When this time comes, I want you to remember how much I trust in you. Thank you for trusting in me. And again, we don't know who these admins are. Like, it's not clear in the slightest. Now, one thing I did want to actually point out, because this is the end of that, let's go back to the very beginning. So you're probably wondering why this is all written in code. This is just something I want to bring up real quick. This is written in code because the people at the Capitol are watching what they're saying, so they have to write in code. That's why it says look to the capitals. But I thought I'd bring that up because I thought it was important, just in case you guys are curious about why there was like coded words there, regardless of it being for gameplay. I do think someone was watching their every move, you know, but regardless, that is Anima's lore. That's pretty good. It's like pretty little stuff, but I think it's still substantial. But yeah. So with all that said and done, we're gonna go ahead and move on to, I believe, Titus's lore and a bunch of other lore for the Temple of the Roots. So yeah, that's gonna be the video for today. But thank you guys for watching. If you did, as always, I appreciate it a ton, and I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.